Hi, greetings, tribe of the love. Affirmative prayer. It's a type of prayer that is coalesces into being that which already is in potential form. It's widely used amongst people that are awakened and that have studied spirituality for a while. And so rather than the, oh God, please, it's the knowing that it's already done. It's the type of prayer that Jesus prayed, and different masters, etc. And this is how it works. Essentially, it's not your thoughts or your words that count. It's the feeling, it's the knowingness, the beingness of it that brings it into being. Because everything is first thought, and then so from that thought it moves into being. Now here it goes. The first step is recognition. Whatever you think in your mind as being God, could be energy, universal mind, goddess, whatever terms or whatever, however you think of God, that's, you bring into your consciousness that's all there is. God is what is. God is all powerful, and you can think of any aspects of God, all the aspects, whatever brings you into this place of a resonance of a knowing that, okay, God is not just a construct or out there somewhere. I am moving and having my being within God. Second step is unification with that, of knowing I am one with. My consciousness, is one with the consciousness. The universal mind and my mind are at one. It's kind of like if I throw a bucket of water into the lake here, it's one with the lake. And so there's this unification of recognition. There is this power, and that I am this power. I move and have my being within it. Then the third step is declaration. I declare. I call forth. I know this is in the now. The fourth step is thanksgiving. I am so grateful that this now is. And then the fifth step is releasing and just letting it go. So we have the oneness, the unification of knowing it's God. Second step is my connection with that oneness. Third step is declaring of what it is that is being called into being from potential form and coalescing into the real dense world of being. Fourth is thanksgiving or gratitude, and then final release. In the next video, I'm going to actually do a treatment on love. It's also called treatment, spiritual mind prayer. Some people call it affirmative prayer. But essentially, it's the feeling that really matters. Like sometimes I might do an affirmative prayer, and I'm not really conscious of those 5 steps. I'm just visioning. I know this is now into being. It could be something as straightforward as I'm at a red light and starting to get antsy because I see there's this big stop going on up ahead or something, and I'm supposedly late already. I could do just a quick, I know everything is perfect and in perfect order in this moment. That's an affirmative prayer in itself. It's that knowing and the release from it. What I've noticed in my life about affirmative prayer is, remember that delay does not mean denial. And in those times where there seems to be a delay between the affirmative prayer and then the realization of it, it's okay. Why is there this delay? What is creating this within my own consciousness? And so, what the first thing I would do, like say if it's a few days later or whatever, and it still hasn't manifest, I don't redo an affirmative prayer. What I would do is an affirmative prayer of knowing that this is so. It is done. So be it. And there's a lot of courses on affirmative prayer. You can probably go on the internet even and type in affirmative prayer, maybe Google or YouTube, something, and you'll see a lot on it. But I do know that in my spiritual practice and my manifesting and intentions, affirmative prayer is a part of my daily life, and it's allowed me. One of the bigger benefits is it's allowed me to be free, knowing that I'm not subject to what seems apparent. You know, in the real world, it may seem apparent that, oh my goodness, this is all this big dilemma. After doing a treatment, it's I know it's no longer a dilemma, and sure enough, the perfect way, the perfect paths are made, and it's a beautiful thing. It's part of living a life of freedom in an awakened place, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's a very powerful tool. Namaste.